Hi everyone, we are group 14 and today I'm gonna show you how our programs will look like and how it's gonna run. First, I'm just gonna run the main. As we have told you before, our program is called Go Freshman and it's a program intended for our freshman students coming to Pittsburgh and CMU. There are three different options. The first one is an introduction to Pittsburgh, providing the health and safety related data. The second one is a restaurant recommendation system. And the third one is an apartment recommendation system. So here I'm gonna choose the first one. For health and safety related data, we are gonna show you the COVID statistic in Pittsburgh and the crime statistic in Pittsburgh. So here I will choose the COVID one first. For the COVID ones, we are gonna show you the cases, the death, the hospitalizations, the positivity, and the individual tested data from the current 7 days, the previous 7 days, and the change from the 7 days period. To be noted that the data is up to date because each time you run a program, it will live scrap the data from the government website. Next, I'm gonna show you the crime data. For the crime data, there are different options here. You can see the 10 lowest crime incidence neighborhood, the 10 highest crime incidence neighborhood, and you can also see the crime statistic in your own neighborhood. And the last one is you can see the crime heat map in Pittsburgh. So here I'm gonna show you the lowest crime neighborhood. For the lowest crime neighborhood, it's a histogram showing the 10 lowest crime incidence neighborhood. To be noted that the data is also up to date because each time you run a program, it will live scrap from the government website. So the data is up to date. The second is the 10 highest crime incidence neighborhood. It's very similar to the previous ones, except that it is the 10 highest crime incidence neighborhood. The third one is that you can customize your own search for the neighborhood that you are interested in. For example, I'm interested in Shadyside. And here you can see that the total crime incidence of Shadyside is 94. The number is up to date and it is the number of the crime incidents in the last 90 days. For the last one, you can also see a crime heat map in Pittsburgh. If you choose the crime heat map in Pittsburgh, it will pop up with a browser window showing the heat map of crime incidents. It will be very useful for choosing the apartments to live at Pittsburgh. So that's all for the introduction. I'm gonna exit and exit. For the second one is the restaurant recommendation system. If you choose the restaurant recommendation system, and you can search for places to eat. For example, if I live in 419 Shady Avenue, and I am interested in the restaurant that are near this address, so I can simply type this address, and there are different options here. First, you can filter the restaurant. You can filter the restaurant by distance, by ratings, and by price. So I'm gonna here to choose by distance. Here, it asks you to choose the distance that you are desired. For example, I'm desired to eat in a restaurant that is 2,000 meters close to the address. So here is a map showing the restaurant that are 2,000 meters near your address. It provides you with the name, the rating, the price, and the phone and the distance. One thing to be noted is that the data is also up to date because each time you run a program, it will scrap the data using the API and Yelp. So it is the up-to-date data. You can also see a map. If you choose to see a map, it will also pop up a window showing that this is your location, and here are the restaurants that I recommended to you. I'm gonna close the window. You can also change the address here and also display the result, move the filters. If you move the filter, you can change to a new filter, such as you can filter by ratings. So I'm interested in the rating, 4 ratings and above. You can see that here is the list of restaurants that are rated 4 stars and above. And you can also see a map of these restaurants. In here, I'm just gonna choose N for here. And you can also change address and display results and other options that for you, and you can explore them later. So I'm just gonna exit the restaurant recommendation system. For the third one is an apartment recommendation system. If you choose the apartment recommendation system, because the recommendation system requires a large amount of data, and you can also choose to live scrapping or not. If you choose live scrapping, it will live scrap the data from apartments.com. It will not take so long. I think it will just take approximately about 10 seconds to 20 seconds. So here, we have done scrapping the data. You can see a location distribution of different apartments in Pittsburgh. You can also see the type distribution of apartments. You can also see the price distribution of apartments. Those 3 are a general picture of the apartments in Pittsburgh. So here I want to see the location distribution. The location distribution is just a pie chart showing the different zip code of the apartments. You can see that, for example, 15213 has the majority of the apartments, and for other zip codes, there might be fewer apartments. Second, you can also see the type distributions. The type distributions is the type of the apartments. Here are 3 baths, the 2 baths, the studio, and there are different studio types. Apartment is also a bar chart. You can also see the price distribution. The price distribution is simply a bar chart showing the prices and the number of the different prices, the different price range. You can also customize your own zip code and budget. For example, I want to live in 15217, and the price that I can afford is maybe $1,000 per month and below. If you choose that, it will show you a table of apartment names, the apartment price, the apartment telephone number, and the apartment type. Also, you can also click on those links to show it will direct you into the apartment's website where you can make reservations or bookings. So here is so much for our program. If you choose to exit, it will give you a note for thank you for using the Go Freshman. So it's so much for our program. Thank you for watching.